I love Halloween. To me, it means kids and costumes and candy and decorations. It means autumn crisp air and crunchy leaves. It means spooky monsters and witches who want to delight you with the shivers, but never harm you. Knowing this about me, my son suggested playing Costume Quest. It was a perfect suggestion. There was only one problem. Costume Quest is played best with a controller, something I had never done before. I had a lot to learn. It's not that I'm totally unfamiliar with controllers. They've been in my house for over 20 years. I've even had them in my hands at times to try a little Streetfighter. These times always ended in frustration. All I could ever do was mash buttons randomly and get my butt kicked. I tried to follow the move sequences that were suggested, but they never seemed to work for me. Controllers were just a source of frustration. With my new goal to become a gamer, I reluctantly picked up a controller again. Luckily for me, Costume Quest is no Street Fighter. Basically, I'm just guiding my character around neighborhoods and shopping malls to do some trick or treating. It's natural enough to use the joystick to direct my character and then press X to hit things to get more candy. Then I learned to use Y to get into my game items I've collected and to press the RT button to switch costumes. After a few sessions, I was feeling comfortable in most aspects of the game. But then there were the battles. Many years ago, I learned to battle in death matches in games like Doom and Half-Life, where the fighting is in real time. Then my kids started playing RPGs, where I teased them about the slap fights they were having. A more accurate name is turn-based battles. In role-playing games like Heroes of Might and Magic or Final Fantasy, you set up your army, then execute your attack, then wait for your enemy to respond. I had never fought this style of fight in a game. In Costume Quest, I found myself in slap fights. This is where I ran into my first controller challenge. As my character attacked, I would be instructed to press Y or A or one of the other keys. I would have to do it fast or my attack would be weakened or miss altogether. When the enemy attacked, once again I would be instructed to press B or X. I had to do it fast or get smooshed. Of course, at first when it said press Y, I pressed X or B. Other times I had to press a particular key according to a timing mechanism. I would either press the wrong key or miss the timing as I tried to figure out which key was A. Needless to say, I lost a lot. Perseverance pays off. Even an old grandpa like me can train his thumbs. Eventually I started winning with confidence. My confidence was stripped away when I reached a battle I couldn't win. I battled the 3 monsters 6 times and never won. I was hitting all the right keys and playing well. I always managed to destroy one of the 3 enemy monsters, but never the other 2 before they destroyed me. The problem was that the enemy would gain health points back every so often, while my health points did nothing but diminish until they were gone. I got tired of seeing the "defeated" banner and the monsters do their ugly victory dance. I wondered if I needed more gameplay or to get extra experience points or a new weapon. Eventually I noticed that the health points returned after a monster in the middle did a ritual motion. That middle monster was labeled Shaman, while the other 2 were labeled Bruiser. It finally occurred to me that Shaman was calling upon the higher monster powers and giving back health points. Then I had my epiphany. When one of my characters moved into attack mode, I noticed an arrow pointing to the first Bruiser. I pressed my down arrow key. The arrow moved to the Shaman. What? I can control which monster I attack first? I defeated the Shaman with little trouble. Without him resupplying the 2 Bruisers, I had little trouble defeating them. Go, Grandpa! My next lesson was learning to use defensive special abilities. My partner in the night costume had a special shield power. I tried it a couple of times, but didn't really understand. My enemies unintentionally instructed me. I noticed one of them would do his ritual moves, and his shield would appear in front of one of his partners. Then, when I did a perfect strike on that partner, he would lose very few health points. Finally, I looked closer and saw that I could choose which one of my party members I could put the shield protection on. It was clear that the party member with the low health points needed it. I also learned to pay attention to the party member who exclaims, "I'm feeling a little vulnerable," or "They seem to be focusing on me." With this new skill, I was finishing battles with tougher monsters with all my crew still alive. Now I'm looking forward to the next level. At 59 years old, I'm arriving a little late to the party when it comes to gaming. Instead of crying over all the years I've lost, I'm looking forward to all the years of fun ahead of me. I'm older, but I'm learning that you can teach an old dog new tricks.